There we go. Okay, we're going live actually in 3 seconds.
Oh, we weren't live.
That's okay. That was like a great intro. I felt like I really warmed up my vocal cords a little bit. So how much awesomer does it get? Hey everyone, Sunita Batra and Matthew Boxler, not in that order, just in case you're wondering, here to introduce to you Rocco and Csilla from and they're going to do the acoustical energy poll. We're going to have a little interview here today. We've had a tremendous amount of interest and excitement about them. And, you know, to speak for myself, I'm like acoustical energy poll. I'm like, I can't wait to hear more about you guys so we can see what can change, you know, because we've been watching a lot of you guys online and seeing the change you're being in the world. So, and a little word from my lovely co-host and co-founder, Sunita Batra.
Hey everybody, hi, welcome Rocco and Csilla. Welcome to the other episode of Access Energy Polls. And the excitement me comes with the fact, as you can see, I'm sitting in my car with a lot of rain around me. And I'm just saving myself from getting wet thanks to the car. So how does it get any better than that? And I'm so excited to have you over today, Rocco and Csilla. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation. We are so happy to be here.
And we're so grateful for what you are creating with the energy pools.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, we live in Auckland and we are
beautiful New Zealand, but originally we came from Hungary.
Yeah, I think that's enough about us. And then, so let's jump into the how.
Yeah. So how did you guys come to becoming access facilitators in this acoustical poll? Tell us more about it.
So, you know, there is that part about the energy pools that it's in the foundation book and only like less than a half page. And I'm so grateful that you spread the word and that you invite people and you give them the opportunity to have this tool. Because there are so many misconceptions about this tool, or the worst case, people just don't use it. And if they don't use it, it's just not going to work. And honestly, we were not using it at all.
For years.
We attended the foundation class. I've heard about it and I was not using it. I thought, oh, I can use many other tools. I do it and it will work. And nothing worked really that much. And then one day we started to do an energy pool and we did it, both of us, for 7 days in a row. And on the 5th day, we see that
everything started to change, really, everything.
But at a level that you can't say it's just a coincidence or something just different. No, it was so different that we had a business, it was not working, it was making like 25,000 loss. So we had, and we had a full-time job and we were trying to generate all the money into the business from the full-time job. So it was sucking in the money. And people were not coming, classes were not creating, and nothing really happened. The money was going. And then we started to do it, like 7 days in a row. And after the 5th day, we saw that, hey, significantly, we suddenly have more and more and more clients. And clients just started to come to the classes, to private sessions, and they started to invite their friends. So they started to double and triple everything. And we were not doing much, just doing the energy pools. And every day when we became aware of, oh, now we have to do it again. Okay, let's do it again. And if that's just 5 minutes, that we did it 5 minutes. If 10, then 10. But we were doing it. And we were so committed to have a change in our life. And the amazing thing was that, you know, if anyone thinks that energy pool is not an amazing tool, then, you know, Gary Douglas was using this to pull access consciousness into this world. So it was he's asking to have something great in his life, to have this change, to have the possibility to bring consciousness to everyone. And then he pulled in the information about the bars, and that's how it all started. So what is the change? And that's the tool there from the very beginning. Please, what would it take for everyone to acknowledge the greatness and the power of this tool? What change this can be in your life? What is the, if you tap into the energy, what change it's created until now in the whole world? How big is access consciousness? And
yeah, it's getting bigger by the minute. That's such a great thing to lead into, Rocco. What if there was no lack? What if everyone could literally pull the life to them that they actually desire?
Exactly. Yeah. And what if we already created the wealth? We just can't acknowledge it. Wealth is already here. We just can't see. We just can't acknowledge that. And everything that is, would we just destroy and create all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online, short, boys and beyonds. Yeah.
So true. You know, when we talk of acknowledgement, many a times in our lives, so many things show up so beautifully, but we don't stop by to acknowledge what we have created. At the moment we pick up the strings from there and start acknowledging how it expands the universe multifold, how we start creating much more. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so that is brilliant.
Talking of energy pulls that you were doing every day. So these are the kind of questions which keep coming to me off and on, that were you listening to and you just went with your awareness, the energy that you picked up, and was it any pull that you were doing or whatever that showed up in your universe? How did you go about creating your pulls every day?
Yes, so in the beginning, the first time, we were attending to someone else's energy pool, and that's how we started, and using the tools.
And the step that we did, we didn't just buy the ticket for the energy pool, but we attended. And if we missed to attend, then we played it right after that or on that day to make sure that we listen to it and we have it. So it's because a lot of people are just not attending and they never listen to it. And that's, I think that's also, there is a choice in people's life when they choose, okay, I don't care what does it require from me, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to create a change in my life.
No matter what.
Yeah, that's being committed to your life and to your creation.
Yes, and after we started to create ours, I mean, you know, we were walking on the beach, and every evening in the summertime we are going for a walk. We just did it on the street. Okay, let's do an energy pool. So we were walking on the beautiful nature, and we did our energy pool in a different topic. It depends, you know, what we would like. And yeah, that's how it started for us. And after we started to hold for others as well, to share the tools.
Yeah, and the other thing is, you can combine energy pool with clearings and questions, because obviously you would like to create something with that energy pool, but at the same time you are aware of so many judgments, so many projections of others,
programs,
and self-judgment as well, and fear and doubt and all these things. So when we do it, we clear all these, anything that comes up.
When it's coming up, we are clearing as well.
So doing the energy pool and on the same time, do the clearings as well. And at the beginning, I was recording my energy pools to myself, like I did, like I had an idea that I would like to reach something, like I had a target with that, and like generate a certain amount of money. And then I was recording it, and I recorded like 5 or 6 of it. So at the end, it was like 6 hours. And then I started to play it like, you know, on nearly muted all day long for weeks. And it was just amazing. And then it just started to grow further and further.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So a question I had about it was, what's different about your acoustical energy pull, or what's created, what's grown, what is it like evolved into for you guys?
Yeah.
So there is that part is So always we have a question about, okay, what is the acoustical vibration? What is that? And we hear it like a million times. And also we would like to be an infinite being, or at least know what is the infinite being, but there is not so much information, or there is so much ideas in our brain that it's not really true or real. And as we created that acoustical body class, we started to use those tools and started to use the information about the acoustical vibration and added that to the energy pool. So as you know, you are an infinite being and your nature is being an acoustical vibration. But actually, what is that? That is the space of infinite possibilities. So are you choosing to function from the space of infinite possibilities? And are you choosing to expand out in all directions beyond the edges of the universe and be in that space, in that allowance all time long? And maybe we do it during a class, maybe you do it at night sometimes as an exercise, but what difference would it create if we started to live our life from that space? What change it would create if we would do the energy pool from that space? And it started to expand our awareness and started to bring more and more information during the energy pool regarding what we would like to create with that energy pool. So it's just started to pull in the information and knowing, which is the addition of it. It's sort of reconnecting or how to say, allowing us to have clarity about what is being an infinite being and being a creator.
Sunita?
So I have a question from the audience. They're saying, how do I receive more clients and more business with these acoustical energy pools?
So one of the things is that everything has an acoustical vibration because it's just a combination of possibilities. So what is the combination of possibilities that you would like to create? What is the combination of possibilities that you would like to create? And how detailed you would like to be with that? Not detailed with how it comes, how it shows up, but detailed about what do you create with that. For example, it's the universe job, the manifestation of what you desire. And your job is to asking for that. And your job is to receive that.
And keep choosing no matter what, because it's important. Because it's not enough to ask once.
Maybe you all heard that Gary and Dave were talking about that. In the past, they were asking for classes with 50 people. And then they started to grow in that sense. And then they started to ask for 200 or 300 people. And suddenly it showed up. And then they started to ask for 500 and now for 5,000 people for classes. And now they have the 500 people classes. So what is the combination of possibilities that you are asking for? And that's the acoustical vibration of that possibility. And would you allow yourself to tap into that vibration? Let's say having a class with 500 people attending your class, 500 paying people who pays you.
In body.
With arms and legs.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's okay if just a torso and the head.
Okay. As long as they have a place to put a wallet.
Yes, some of them can be war veterans or.
Right. So war veterans. So this works for war veterans also. I just want to be clear.
Sorry, it works. It definitely works for them.
Okay, good. So all you people who have lost pieces and parts of your body or your life, this could change things for you. We're just saying, we love you just as much as all the rest of the people who have arms and legs. Really.
It's like the possibility for Forrest Gump and his friends.
Yes. All of his friends. Yes. Well, awesome. Hey, Sunita, do we have any other questions from the audience?
Well, not for now. I think everybody's waiting for the polls.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you know, it's better if you do the exercise than talking, because you can experience the what is that.
So excited. Oh my God, yeah.
And I just have a question. It's a theoretical question. So anyone ever had any self-judgment about using energy pools? Like, because a lot of people, I've heard that a lot of people were talking about, do I do something wrong with creating a demand that didn't exist before? Like, are you right or wrong creating a demand on something, and you know, at the end you will have more money, you will have more clients, you will have a greater life, but it's something that they see it as a polarity, like I have more and they will have less, and there are so many points of view that coming up, like an unwanted demand what people create. And I was asking questions myself around it and from the universe, and what came suddenly that, oh hell, like Gary Douglas was doing this, and I was looking for something. I was looking for something that adds more to my life, that I didn't find it elsewhere. I tried so many things, but I didn't find it. And if Gary Douglas wouldn't do it, I wouldn't find access. Or if those facilitators wouldn't do this energy pool, then I wouldn't find it. It's so amazing. There are people who are looking for the possibility, and when you do the energy pool, you are a huge contribution for them. You are not just taking, you are a contribution for all the people looking for consciousness. Please, so anyone who has self-judgment about it, please get out of it. You are a huge contribution to everyone who's looking at your services, looking for your greatness, looking for who you are and what you can bring. Please. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Rocco. That was amazing, because all these distractors that we function from, just from the creation or the infinite being that we are. Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah, thank you so much. So many key points in there. When often, you know, we've interviewed 20-some facilitators, and every single facilitator comes forward with like very unique and diversely different way that they receive life. So hearing each new facilitator and Rocco and Csilla's way of being this acoustical energy pole is such a gift. And then that last part you said was like epic. How often do we forget that us asking for more in our own lives actually creates more for everyone else who's asking? And what if it was never about you and you always got to receive everything you ask for? So a little bit of a mind fuck, but I'm sure you all get what I mean, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah. It's yeah, great. Well, would you like to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
start.
Awesome.
Let's get started.
Started. Sunita's got her song on.
So please find a comfortable position. You can close your eyes if you wish to. If you are driving, please don't close your eyes. And please lower your barriers. All your barriers, just lower down, further down and down and down.
So all the barriers you have between you and your body, between you and the infinite being you are, between you and all the people around you. So everywhere you both into that, there is such thing as separation or protection or a shield is required.
Distance.
So you destroy and uncreate all that, please.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
So just drop your barriers and have no barriers at all. And just allow yourself to receive everything and allow your body to receive everything. Receive everything that is out there in all directions.
All the beings, all the consciousness.
And as an infinite being, now just start to expand out in all directions. And as you expand out, you don't jump out of the body, but you stay everywhere where you are. So you receive your body and you receive everything around you, all the molecules, all the energies, all the vibrations, all the information, all the different shapes and forms and structures of information, all the different ways how it can show up. Just receive, 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 receive. It's just a choice to receive it. It doesn't have to show up any different way. So all your expectations and points of view about how things will show up during this, you destroy and uncreate all that, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all night shorts, boys and beyonds. And as you keep expanding in all directions, and you are the infinite being, and your very nature is the expansion, the continuous expansion beyond time and space. So just keep expanding. And as you expand, you receive everything that is now, everything that was before, everything that you ever had, or anything that ever happened in this universe and beyond that, in all time, all space, and all dimensions. So what information is required for the change that you desire to see in the world? And just receive all of that. And just allow your awareness to expand in all directions. And as your awareness is expanding, what's the level of allowance is required to have all this information with ease? Because awareness shows up in a million ways. It can have an itchy skin, or it can be an itchy skin, or it can be pain, it can be being angry. And when you start to expand your allowance, in other words, you destroy and uncreate and you give up all your points of view in that topic, then you start to receive the information. So you start to have a clarity with your awareness. So anything that you sense now without having the information, just ask for the allowance regarding that area, that topic. And just keep expanding in all directions. And receive all the beings around you, all the ones who are good, bad, or ugly, the way they are. And are you willing to see and receive everyone from the space they are functioning from? Not from the space of judgment, but just allow yourself to see them, who they are, what they are, how they be. Even if these are family members, just receive them, who they are, what they are. What's the space that they are functioning from? And just receive, receive, and receive. So what is that possibility, or what is the desire you have? What it is that you would like to create, that you would like to see in the world? So just place an energy ball in front of you and put this thing into that energy ball. And now, as you look around in this expanded space in the universe around you, just ask for the acoustical vibration of this possibility. So what is required for this possibility to actualize in the world? Right. So if you look around in the universe, just ask for the acoustical vibration of this possibility. It can be money, it can be a relationship, it can be something very specific that you were asking for. So just ask for the acoustical vibration of the combination of these possibilities to show up. And all your points of view about how it shows up, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So maybe it's just a sensation, or maybe you see a bright star somewhere in your universe. So just tap into it and receive it. You can even ask it to be so present for you, so you can clearly receive it, all the details of it, everything, all the elements of it, you can clearly receive and have clarity about it. You can even ask for the intensity of it to expand to the level where it's total ease for you to receive it. It is 10 times more, or 100 times more, or 1,000 times more intense, or 1,000,000 times more intense. So what's the level of intensity for the acoustical vibration of your desire to have total ease for you receiving it? Now ask for that. So as you look around in your universe, just ask for everyone who is willing to be a contribution to this creation. All the beings, all the situations, all the energies, all the bodies, everything in this expanded space that is willing to be a contribution to your creation. Just ask for them to be present. And now, start to pull energy from the universe. So you are an infinite being and you have access to everything. You have access to each and every molecules and all the energy in this expanded space. Are you choosing to be the infinite being and functioning from the space of the infinite being that you truly be? And now just pull energy from all directions of the universe, from all the molecules, from everything in the universe. Pull energy through the acoustical vibration of your choice. And through all the beings and situations that are willing to contribute to your creation. And as you pull the energy, pull it into that energy ball of your choice. And just keep pulling more and more and more energy. And as you pull the energy, just allow that energy ball to grow bigger. And as it grows bigger, to become shinier, more vibrant, more lively, more sparkling. And it grows even bigger and bigger. So what's the intensity of the energy pool that's required here to make it even greater? What is the energy pool? What's the intensity of this energy pool that's required to make this whole thing happen with total ease? For you to show up with total ease. And just ask for that level of intensity, okay? I'm choosing to pull energy with the level of intensity that's required here to create the change I desire. And everything that doesn't allow it to show up with ease and joy, now I destroy and uncreate all that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Just keep pulling the energy. And as the energy ball grows bigger and bigger, just allow to send back little trickles of energy back to all the beings that are willing to contribute to your creation. This is like creating connection points between you and all of them. You don't need to know who they are. You don't need to personally know all the beings who are willing to contribute. Maybe you won't meet them ever. But are you willing to create a connection point to all of them and invite them into your life? So through these energetic trickles, you can find them and they can find you, and they can start contributing to your creation. And from time to time, just send your energy, the energy from this energy ball, allow them to receive it, and keep pulling energy through all of them, through all the beings and situations that are willing to contribute to your creation, and through the acoustical vibration of this possibility. And just allow it to show up all the different ways that it can contribute to you. Even if something doesn't show up for the first time the way you desire it, you can ask a question, okay, is this part of the creation I was asking for? If yes, then it's great. You can keep choosing that. You can take it. Just don't be in a judgment. Allow everything to show up the way it can create the greatest for you. And just keep pulling the energy and allow that energy ball to grow bigger and greater and shinier. And allow little energetic trickles to go back to all the beings and situations who are willing to contribute to you and your life and living. And you can even tap into the energy of this creation, of this energy ball. Step into it and start to receive it. It's not something external, it's not something separate from you. And the whole universe is not something separate from you. You are an infinite being and you receive and you connect to everything. You are in oneness with the whole universe. Are you willing to receive all the possibilities that are contributing to you? And what is the combination of possibilities that you can choose now that would create with ease what you desire to have? And anything that doesn't allow that to show up with ease and joy, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Epic.
Thank you.
Epic. I was right inside that energy pool. I could, visualize and feel the energy of being inside the pool I created. How wonderful was that? Thank you so much.
I think I kept bumping into you. You should have told me. No, but really, that was really beautiful. The combination of possibilities. Could you say that again, Rocco?
Yeah, so the acoustical vibration is the combination of possibilities of what you choose. Because the acoustical wavelength is the space of infinite possibilities. And when you have a judgment, it limits. It only allows to show up the possibility that is matching your judgment. But we are looking for all the possibilities and a specific combination of possibilities that will create what we desire to have. And as the world changes, this combination can change, and we don't have to control how it changes.
Just follow the energy.
The first time you said the combination of energies, something immediately shifted in my internal landscape, and it was an awareness that I was looking for one thing to show up after another, or there would be no combination of energies until the right first ask had been met, where you're focusing on your energy pull that's 3 feet in front of you, and like, no, I don't need to look at those businesses down the road that I'm creating in 6 years. They can wait. that never actually start, and they don't pull on anything going, and your life's just like, you know. So thanks for that. The combination of energies, that's brilliant.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Sunita, I'd be in your energy pull anytime.
Yeah, I could see you there. Okay,
You could too. I thought it was just me. I thought maybe I was in the dark or something, and you had X-ray glasses. I didn't know what to do. Yeah. Okay.
No, you were clear. You were loud and clear there, and you could.
Loud and clear. That's not something I've lacked in the past. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Can you tell us where can viewers find you? What's the easiest way to get in touch with you?
We have a website, which is europeanhealingcenter.com, and we have a Facebook page as well. That's the same, European Healing Center. And we have all the events there. We will have acoustical energy pool for different countries like Spain, Spanish language, and French language, Hungarian, and it will be in English as well. Just for English, yeah.
Yeah, but we are, people can reach us on Facebook, on the Access Consciousness site, and on our website as well.
Great. Well, if you're watching this in the future, however many years, just check at the bottom of the video in our video archives directory, and you will see their Facebook link and their website. And that goes for any of the energy pull facilitators that you need to get in touch with. You can find them all right here. So you guys, thank you from the top, the bottom, and the middle of me. My gratitude is overflowing to have you on our show today. And
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We are so
Thank you
grateful.
so much. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And thank you for that. And for the audience, if you have any questions still for us, Rocco and Csilla, you can write it in the Energy Pulse group, and I'm sure they'll come back and respond to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. And just for a little more goodies for future, well, I wish I pronounced it correctly.
Apparently the goodies are a little, could you say the goodies one more time? Let me turn off your video really quick and give it another go.
Okay, so Carlina Vanderwell on 11th of September. The next goodies for Energy Pulse.
Okay, so how cool is timing? So Carlina Vanderwell is going to be be our next Energy Pull facilitator, and she's going to be doing it on business, money, and creation. So keep coming back, folks. We're here for you. Thank you guys so much. Rocco, Csilla, you guys are the bomb. How much better does it get? And we'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.